All right, so now we got to find our 4 answers, Ellis. Amplitude, guys, is always whatever's in front. So our amplitude is 4. I need y'all to write down amplitude, period, phase shift, and location change. I don't know why I didn't write those down on 1 through 3. I did on 4 and 5. Y'all are just going to have to add those 4 categories on 1, 2, and 3. All right, so our amplitude is 4. Do you guys remember from the quiz last Thursday, how do we find a period? What's the formula? 2 pi over k. All right, so look. 1 is your k. 2 pi over 1 is 2 pi. Go ahead. All right, how do we know there's not a phase shift? This was on the quiz last week too. No parentheses, good. Location change is down 2. Very good. All right, so Ellis, when we have more than one thing that we got to change, guys, remember you start from the back and work your way up to the front. So first thing, Chris, we got to do is a location change. What's it say? Down 2. I want everybody to draw a dotted line down 2. Probably need to draw the dotted line in your color. That'd probably be best. Dotted line down 2. Then you just move your graph down 2. So exactly what you see here, I'm just going to move it down 2. And redraw it. There you go.
You down the color?
Pencil. Only our last answer goes in color.
Oh, the answer.
It's okay, guys, if you got it in color. You don't have to erase it. Question about what we just did. What dot did I use? Okay, Duncan, I moved everything in red. Every point, I moved it down 2. I moved that point, the second point, the third point, every point down 2. All right, now, guys, look, we don't have a phase shift. The period was already 2 pi, so I don't have to change that either. The last thing we got to change is the amplitude. This is the one you're going to draw in color, Ellis. Try to focus, Ellis. All right, so here we go. Yep. Y'all have to keep the 3 dots that are on the x-axis. Now, we're talking about our new x-axis that we went down to and drew. All right here where it went up 1, I'm going up 2 there, down 2 there. There's our graph.
Wait, so why was it phase shift?
All right, Brian, I need you quiet for just a second. Go ahead.
So why would you go up 2 when it's 4?
Oh, I guess I read it wrong. My bad, guys. I don't know. Banner, I made a mistake. Let's redo it. My bad, guys. Can I just erase this whole thing? Yeah, we got to go up 4. I don't know what I was looking at. Not up 2. So let's redo it. All right, these 3 stay the same. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very good. And I'm going to have to get some more room here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, you have to count from your dotted line. So now I can draw my shape, and it's just it's stretched out a little bit more. And I have no idea why I counted 2 and not 4. All right, that's number 1. Again, y'all are going to have 5 of these on your next test. Anybody got a question? B-Rod? All right, next thing, I need y'all to write down your 4 categories on number 2. Amplitude, period, phase shift, location change. Write them down on number 2. All right, so we got to graph cosine x now. This is the one you guys should remember how to do from last week. Looks like handlebars on a bicycle. If you didn't know that, you're just going to have to memorize that. Cosine x looks like handlebars. Draw that in pencil. Not going to mark off if you can't draw nice cosine x graphs. All right, so now let's go and let's write our 4 answers down. Cosine, what number's in front? Got a 1. If you don't see anything, it's a 1. All right, period. There's a 1 there. 2 pi over 1.
2 pi.
Same as last problem.
Wait, why is your...
Okay, have I written it down wrong again?
No, I just got a question. Why
Go.
is your starting line like that?
Why is my starting line like that?
Yeah, like,
Okay.
It's cosine.
It's cosine. You just have to memorize that's what cosine x looks like, okay?
Always start on sine looks like that.
Yes, always starts just like that, okay? All right, phase shift banner. There is a phase shift on this one, guys. What's it going to be? Ellis, focus, buddy. All right, here's the formula to find phase shift, if you guys forgot. You flip that sign, so that's going to be positive pi, divided by 1. So that's positive pi, and there is no location change. So guys, this one's going to be extremely easy. There's only one thing we have to do on this problem. The period hadn't changed. It was already 2 pi. Amplitude was already 1. They had already gone up 1. The only thing we got to change is phase shift. All right? All you do is shift it. You shift it to pi. So Ellis, take your graph, just slide it down. Draw the same exact thing you had, just shift it down and now start it at pi. That was pretty easy. Chris, question.
How do we do that on this graph?
Y'all don't have enough room on your graph? Yeah, you got room. It's okay if it goes off the graph, Chris, a little bit. That's fine. Just estimate where it should go. So phase shift, y'all just have to shift it down. All right, number 3, Ellis, y'all go ahead and write your 4 categories: amplitude, period, phase shift, and location change. Amplitude, period, phase shift, location change. Write it down. All right, it would be good if you guys could go ahead and find your 4 answers on number 3 before I do them. All right, Ellis, what does sine x look like? Back on number 1. Just draw it in there for me.
Something like that, I don't think.
All right, this is sine x.
Up and down line and the other one handlebar line.
Yep.
Oh,
Up and down lines, how you would describe that? Okay. All right, that's sine x. And again, B-Rod, you just got to memorize what sine x looks like. We should have that memorized after another day.
Why does mine look like handlebars?
Cosine looks like handlebars.
Yeah, I know.
All right, let's find our 4 answers. Cager, what's my amplitude going to be?
1.
Amplitude is 1. Good. Period. Does everybody see how Cager got that answer? Do we need to talk about that? What number's in front of x?
2.
So you do 2 pi over 2. They cancel out. Cager's right. You're just going to have pi left. All right, phase shift. Why is there not a phase shift? No parentheses. Location changes up 3.
Yeah.
All right, so Ellis, what's the first thing we got to do?
We got period thing.
Start from the back
Oh yeah.
and work your way to the front. So our first thing we got to do is a location change, which means I got to move everything up 3. 1, 2, 3. I need y'all to put a dotted line all the way across at positive 3.
Wait, so when you go up 3 feet, don't you also have to draw that graph?
Yep, and now take the graph and just move everything up 3, man. So there. So everything gets moved up 3. That's the first thing we got to do. And that one's pretty easy. I think that one and phase shift are pretty easy. I think the hardest one is the period, which is what we're about to do next.
You just shift it down and start at 5, right?
All right, so we don't shift it down. Watch this one, guys. Watch closely. Ellis, how long was our line originally from here to here?
Yeah, like 2 pi.
2 pi. Now they're saying, okay, you got to shorten it to pi.
Yeah.
Well, look, 2 pi is 1, 2, 3, 4 spaces. Jude.
Yeah.
I got to shorten it to pi, which is 2 spaces. So I got to start it there, and it's got to end there. So I got to take that graph and squeeze it. So I'm just going to squeeze everything into that tight space. There you go. The red one is my final graph. That's the one you need to have drawn in color.
I hate drawing graphs, man.
Got 5 of these problems, maybe 4 of these problems on the next test.
What up, man?
We'll do them a couple more days. Y'all get the hang of it.
So we're gonna have 4 of these, and like the rest is gonna be one.
The rest is new stuff that we're starting.
New stuff.
Well, we started it Friday. I'm going to show you next.
Oh my.
All right, anybody got a question on 3?
Yeah, I thought that's what we did Friday.
We did this Friday and then the circle stuff, remember, which is pretty easy. All right, let's go to 4 then. Y'all good? All right, now 4, y'all already have your 4 categories. All right, Jude, never mind. Jude, what does cosine look like?
Handlebars.
Handlebars on a bike. Let's grab that one. All right, everybody draw cosine x. I may give you a little credit for knowing that. You should know what cosine looks like. All right, so now let's go over our 4 answers on our new one. All right, Jude, what's my amplitude going to be on this one?
3.
Good, period. There's a 1 in front of the x, so it's 2 pi. Hey, there is a phase shift on this one. All right,
Positive pi.
Very good. Positive pi and location change. Down 2. All right, so let's see how many changes on this one we got to make. I got to do that one, that one. Look, that's already 2 pi, so we don't have to bother with that. So we got 3 things on this one we got to change. So where do we start, Els?
Back, man.
Start in the back, man. So what do I do first, man?
Go down, man.
Go down 2.
2, man.
So everything, including your dotted line, we go down 2. And then I need y'all to redraw this graph down 2. All right, so that's your first step. Move everything down 2. All right, what's the next thing we got to fix? Let's go back up and look at it. Next thing we got to fix, it says we got to shift it to pi. So take this blue one, Ellis, and we're just going to slide it out here and start it at pi. So I'm going to get me a different color for that.
That's the final one, right?
No, then we'll have to do amplitude.
Yes.
So I'm going to shift it to here, there. Should quit doing that. All right, so my green one up here is the last one. That's where I left off. Every time you make a change, you change it from the last one. You just keep building. All right, so just shift it over to pi. All right, last one is the amplitude. Amplitude is 3. I'm not going to mess up this time like I did a minute ago. All right, so what we do, we keep the dots, the points on the x-axis, keep them there. And then move the other ones up 3. And where do you count from? Your dotted line. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Wait, what dots did you go off of?
Okay.
Okay, well I did mine already.
I'm going from my last graph, which was the green one.
Yeah.
The points on the x-axis stay there. You just draw points over them in color. The other one's better. I had to count to 3. So right here in this spot where I had originally went up 1, I got to go back now and go up 3. Same thing here. Counted up 3. This one went down 1. I had to count down 3. So it's just stretching it out. All right, so the first 3 were pretty easy. I would say that one's pretty hard. All right, we got one more. Everybody good on 4 before I go to 5? All right, why don't you guys go ahead. First draw your sine x. Y'all should know what that looks like. Go back to 1 and 3 if you need to. And then write down your 4 answers. Draw sine x first. And then write down your 4 answers. You can do that by yourself. All right, Ellis, what's our amplitude on our new problem? 2, period.
2 pi.
2 pi, phase shift.
I got negative pi.
I agree, negative pi, location change is easy, that's down 3. All right, Ellis did a good job getting his 3 answers. His 4 answers. All right, which one up here? Guys, this was just like number 4. Period was already 2 pi, so we don't even have to worry about that one. All right, so Ellis, what do I do if the location change says down 3?
Go down 3.
What goes down 3? Everything. Dotted line down 3 and move your graph down 3. So I'm going to go there, there, there. All right, so first step is completed. I moved everything down 3. All right, what's the next thing we got to do?
Move it over to negative pi.
Let's see if Banner knows what he's talking about. We got to shift it over to negative pi. So, Ellis, take this green one, just slide it back here. Start it at negative pi. I think y'all getting the hang of it.
Nah, it'll be like Monday before I get it. Or Tuesday.
All right, Banner, last thing we have to do is the amplitude. Banner, can you talk me through that?
Amplitude, don't you have to shrink it too?
Nope. Nope, the period stayed the same. It was already 2 pi. So, what do I do with these 3 dots that were already on the x-axis? Leave them there, right? So I leave this one, I leave this one, I leave this one.
Coach Aaron, why do
So,
you have 3 of them instead of 2?
Did I mess up? Go ahead.
No, I'm just asking out of curiosity because I don't know.
Why do I have 3 graphs up here?
Yes.
Okay. The red one is my original.
Okay.
It matches the one in red right here.
1's down 3.
The green one, the first thing we had to do was go down 3. So I moved it down 3. That took care of that. Next, I had to move it back to negative pi. So the green one, I slid it back. I started at negative pi, and that's the blue one. And now I'm doing this one right here. So now I got to stretch it out by 2. So count up here, 1, 2.
Down 2.
Count up here, or count down here, right? Down 2. Let me get my head straight. 1, 2. There we go.
So how are you?
All right, go ahead.
Stop the dotted line, right?
Yes, you always count from the dotted line when you do your amplitude. Good. Question.
We count down and up.
Yep, the 3 dots on the x-axis stay there. You don't count up or down on those. This one that was counted up 1, I now go up 2. And this one was originally down 1, I now go down 2. How do you know where to draw the dotted line? Oh, that's the easy part, right here. Draw the dotted line down 3. Yep, now guys, we're going to do this every day for the next 3 days. Right, hang on, Lindy. Let me make sure I hadn't messed up. Right here, I counted up 2 through a dot. From the dotted line. Okay? No, it's good. Three big blue dots on the x-axis. Okay?
I'm good at killing them, so I'm
On the
good at
dotted
killing
line,
them.
count up 2.
But it's more realistic, but like it bothers me, but you can change your sensitivity on how fast you move.
All right, I'll be around, guys. I need y'all's color pencils back.
Thank God we're
We're
done.
finished with that. Circle stuff.
Ellis kind of threw it over there.
Like you download Call of Duty Warzone.
Else needs to go. It's on the floor. We need to go get it.
It's a different. It's not Cold War.
No,
I gotta get picked up for it. Yeah, you dropped it. You don't
If I
know
was
what
downloading
Okay.
Truck's so messed up, else?
Yeah, we messed up like 2 more.
Have you played it like this before?
Well,
Yeah,
cost you
wheels,
too.
where you
This is $1,400 for the transmission and I think our front end rebuilt and stuff.
So you gotta have the transmission rebuilt.
Yeah.
You can get that done for $1,400.
It's
Not a bad deal.
Yeah.
Who's gonna do it for you?
Chad Nolan folks.
1,400.
I was fine with last season. Last season,
There was a man that do it in Waycross for $1,200, but you have to do it yourself.
Here we do it for cheaper. We'll have bathroom time in a few minutes. All right, yes, keep that. Everybody now needs out a sheet of paper.